Hello everybody and welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday and we are back in Oil Ocean Zone. Would you look at that? This happens to be one of the levels that was in Mania. So it's going to be slightly different because I don't think we'll be catching things on fire this time. Because I don't think that existed in this version of the level, but what did exist is drowning in oil. Which is what just happened. It's fine. We're fine. Just respawn, we're good. What if I went up here? Oh, okay, almost. Okay, I thought it was gonna shoot up as I was jumping over it. So, oh well. I gotta find something else to talk about, damn it. Other than the, level. Let's see. What have I been doing with my life lately? Still working. I'm on a break from school. That's pretty neat. I just finished a class, so, you know, I've got about a week till the next one starts. This is a unique year in which I am actually taking a class over the summer. I don't normally do that. I usually just take spring and fall classes, but I'm getting real close to finishing my degree, so I kind of just want to be done with it. Okay, that was better. Okay, cool. Alright. So yeah, I'm just really trying to finish out that degree as quickly as possible now. So I'm gonna take a class this summer. I wanted to take two, but I couldn't. I'm at the point where finding the classes I need is kind of hard, you know, getting into them before everyone else does. So it's a little, can be a little frustrating, but ultimately, you know, I'll get there. Does mean I'm probably not graduating till next summer though, which is kind of lame, but it'll be fine, probably. As long as my good fortune holds out. Yeah, that's school. I should probably check, but I don't remember. Oh, right, yeah, no, I do remember what class I'm taking next. It's one I'm actually interested in. The last few have been ones I was actually interested in, but this one is Screenwriting Fundamentals, which is cool, because, I mean, I've done some screenwriting before, but, like, I've never actually learned how you're supposed to do it, so, it'll be nice to actually, you know, get educated on that. Oh, I am on top of the level. Okay. Can I do that up? Oh, okay. Oh no, it just shot me back. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, I'll learn a bit more about screenwriting, and hopefully that'll help me touch up the scripts for episodes 2 and 3 of Digibridged, because 2 is written, 3 is mostly written. They could probably use some work. Like, I'm not super... I mean, I am proud of Digibridged episode 1. That's one thing. Is I am glad that I was able to make that. But I'm not... So I'm proud. It's another one of those things where I'm proud that I did it, but not necessarily proud of how it turned out. Because, like, I think it's alright at episode 1. I think it's okay, but I don't know that it's really great. You know, I feel like it could have been funnier, probably. But, and that's what I'd like to shoot for in general, is just you know, more humor. It's like I'm trying to. Right, like, so this isn't a bridge series, and a bridge series are typically funny. You know, they say brevity is the soul of wit and all that, so it would make sense that a shortened version of something would try to make it, or would at least have an advantage in making it funnier. But no, it's just not coming down, huh? Okay. So you know, I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make Digibridge a little more funny, and like, you know, I got one or two jokes in episode 2 or episode 1, but no, I don't know that they're real hard hitting. Although, you know, some people must find it funny because the number of views on that video is kind of insane. Especially when you look at the average views on this channel at this point. It's kind of crazy. Honestly, did not think that I'd get as many views on that video as I have. And it's cool, but also I need to work on it more, but also it's not really one of my biggest priorities. Currently prioritizing this channel, largely because it's less intimidating. Like, making scripted things like Digibridged is tough. It's a bit more, because like that one, you know, 11-12 minute episode of Digibridged, just the editing for that episode took me about 80 hours. And that's kinda crazy compared to one of these episodes, which takes me, for Sonic specifically, it takes me about an hour per episode, because I have to spend a whole lot of time switching between the different screen sizes. Okay, I know this boss. But more or less. But yeah, so Digibridged, it's harder. Like, it's harder to make an episode of Digibridged than to make an episode of EHG. Ow. So, and it's like, I know there's kind of more demand for Digibridged than EHG currently, but there's also the matter of like, I still have lines I need to get from other people, and I'm not even sure that those people are still interested in being in Digibridged. And then if they're not, I have to, you know, I have to recast some of the characters, and doing that would be weird because I really don't know a whole lot of people who would be interested. At least not personally, and like, there are places to go to find those sorts of people, but it's weird. It's weird. Like, this sort of thing, now that I'm thinking about it, I've never really worked with strangers on a video before. It's always been, you know, people I know in person. Like, when I first started making videos in high school, or middle school, actually, they were all with classmates, you know, because I was in a class that was about making videos. But, and yeah, when I made Digibridge episode 1, those were all friends of mine, mostly from high school, that were in that. So, you know, I knew them personally as well. And I don't know, it'd be a first for me to work with someone I don't know personally on a video. And that'd be it'd probably be a good experience. I'm probably, like, considering this is the career I'm pretty much well set on, I'll probably have to do that at some point. So, I mean, probably be good to do it sooner rather than later, but, you know. I don't know. Trying new things, you know, sometimes you gotta be a little brave. And I'm not always feeling up to that task. That being said, there are some new things coming to this channel. New things largely in the way of equipment, and actually this will probably help me with Data Bridge too. But I got a lot of I went and bought myself a sizable amount of audio equipment recently, and it should be coming in the next week or so. Whoops. In the next week or so, I should have it. Did I come this way? It doesn't look like it. But yeah, new audio equipment. Because I've been trying all sorts of different things, and maybe you've noticed, maybe you haven't, but I've been trying all sorts of different things to try and improve the audio quality for these videos. Because I noticed one day that, like, when I'm editing and stuff, I normally listen to the episodes through just the speakers on my monitor. And when I'm doing that, you know, the audio sounds fine. It basically sounds as good as anyone else's. But I checked and noticed that when you're listening to one of these videos on headphones, it doesn't sound nearly as good. Like, if you want to check right now, go ahead, but I'm kind of not doing myself any favors by admitting this, but yeah, it sounds kind of like tinny, and there's a bit of echo to it too. And the echo, at least, I know is a function of just the room I'm in. And the tinniness, I think, is just my mic. But yeah, it's not as good as I'd like it to be. So, working on fixing that. Because, like, one of the biggest things that will turn me off to a YouTube video is poor audio quality. And, like, if I put on a video and it just sounds like garbage in the first few seconds, I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, no, none of this. So, I can understand if you might feel the same way, or, well, if you're watching this far into the video, you probably don't feel the same way, but yeah, I definitely a thing I want to improve. And there are various other things I want to improve about this channel. Some of them are, you know, tech related, like eventually I want to build myself a desktop that can record in 60 frames per second at 1080 rather than 30, which is what I'm currently recording at. But that's a little bit away, especially since I do eventually want to build a streaming computer, and most likely I'm not going to be using that to edit also, because, you know, rendering a video takes forever, and that would mean that I couldn't render and like, there's basically no computer on Earth that could render a video and stream at the same time, as far as I know. So, I'm the first rig that I'll build, most likely, is gonna be a streaming rig. And then I'll probably go and build myself a, a new editing computer. But for now, we're gonna stick with this. And that's like, I'm not building a streaming rig until I can actually stream, meaning, you know, I've moved out of my parents' place. So can't, it might be a while, right? Because I'm also not planning on moving out until I'm done with college. So, oh, that's bad. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, that's a ways off. And frankly, I'm not too concerned if these are only in 30 frames per second. 60 has not yet been adopted as the standard for online video, so I like how 60 frames per second looks, but it's not like the widely used thing. I mean, I guess it kind of is for like people who do this for a living, but yeah, there's a lot of steps that I need to take to get there, and so it may take a while. There's also just stuff I want to get better at, you know, while I'm recording. I feel like I've pointed this out before, but so maybe I'm not actually just totally selling myself out today, but I tend to use a lot of filler words when I'm recording. And it's largely just because I don't always think as fast as I speak, especially when I'm somewhat concentrating on playing a game. Ow. So it can be hard for me to not do that. That's one thing I want to try to work on. Another thing is, you know, maybe enunciating better. I know that my enunciation can be kind of lazy at times, so perhaps want to fix that a bit. I get that I can be kind of hard to understand, especially if, you know, you're not like super fluent in English. But, you know. Goals. I have a lot of them. And we just reached the goal on this level. And we did it without dying. So, I guess we'll head towards the goal in the next area next time. 'Cause, as for this episode, that's a wrap. I have the outro down, though.